I was born in the 20th century's palindrome year, and my age became a palindrome in the next century's palindrome year. On an April evening in England, I entered an insane asylum entitled Earth. As I expanded, I escaped using art and imagination. Pen and paper paradise. So here I am, on a ride. Sometimes the ride is bliss, sometimes it's a miss. Some days are light and fun, while some days weigh a ton. I was a wild child, climbing the trees, wood in my blood, traps and dams and dens, an off-the-grid lifestyle, sandwiched between Dartmoor and Exmoor. My hands have suffered many splinters and chilly winters. Hats, scarves, logs, generators, visible breath. Some winters as a child, I escaped to warmer climates, where a little ice was a luxury in the mouth, but back home the ice was not nice. I saw many sights, crocodiles and lizards and monkeys and pelicans, batiks, attire, djembe rhythms, sand, mangroves, crabs on the beach, people sharing food and eating with their hands, giant magical trees with bright colourful birds, men, women, children dressed colourfully like the birds, and singing and dancing and smiling and creating rhythms. Returning to daffodils, then bluebells, a valley full of dreamy smells. Years later into adulthood, some holidays were spent in a Scottish winter. In the last week of the noughties, I helped build an igloo, a contrast to the sandcastles I built at the beginning of the noughties. Sometimes the world frustrates us and we can't always get what we want. Scissors and paper and camera and action. Whilst smokers have filters for their papers, I filter my emotions with paper, filtering the smoke and mirror land. Shed light on the dark. Some days I feel like running away, breaking free of the status quo matrix show, the concrete forest full of deceiving thieves, mafias in control of the maths, the monstrous monopoly. I am bored of this game. I want to leave and get lost in the leaves. Oh, that golden era. Childhood cast in stone, lost in the magic, fairy tale stories, green eggs and wild things, lost in the woods, travelling to distant lands, journeys, a sense of freedom. The many roads I have travelled, some go over, some go under, some go wrong, some along. Tunnels through time, lost in memories, dreamy destinations. Some days I feel like I am lost within a dreamscape. I cannot believe I am in some places, special places, travelling through time and through space. This palindrome-born experiencer says, wow, not everywhere is doom and gloom. There's still room for us to bloom. We live in a world where some creatures travel by flight, such a delightful sight. Drifting through thoughts. One day all feels well on a walk, pleased with a cool breeze. Other sections of the ride, dark and dismal, lost sight of a light in the dead of night. We can get annoyed and forget the magic when our time becomes tragic. Some days we have the right cards. Some days the insects bite hard. Anger and frustration, are part of this creation. Left and right, day and night, up and down, country and town, good and bad, happy and sad. We keep playing the same games over and over, all work and no play. Where's the video game where one stops to smell the roses? Dopes and dopamine, higher number obsessions. Well done you got to a higher number, and whilst you did that you gained more cake candles. The game is never really over. The box may have slightly different colours, the board may have a slightly different design, but it's still the same game. This game is the same, both sides leading to the same direction. Want a difference? Give up the weapons and go out into the woods. It'll do you more good. People end up being dull in their houses, spending too much time dreaming of their stuff. Some of us have pets living with our stuff. Will pets one day devolve into humans? Where is all this going? Isn't no dogs allowed discrimination? Why can't the voles vote? And stoats and goats? You're kidding me, right? If they say we are what we eat, then why is cannibalism taboo? Can you pass me a can of Canadian? So we are what we eat. That's true, I eat nuts. Our world resembles a comic, surrounded by fools stuck in boxes. I am drawn to drawing.
It's a magic eye book. Oh yeah.
As a child, I did not mind tidying my room. Sometimes I would discover a surprise I had forgotten about, and it'd be like finding treasure. I enjoyed dancing to the tidy room tune. The year 2015. The place, a woodland in North Devon, England. I find within a barn a white door. It is heavy. I carried the door into the wood and grabbed my camera and tripod. I seized an opportunity. Working in many mediums as an artist, some days I feel like writing a poem, some days I escape into the world of cartoons or a written story. On this day, a door was calling me. Like Lynch, I love abstractions. My childhood was filled with inspiration. I danced upon pages, leaving behind dance trails. I was fascinated by storytelling, wolves and witches and giants, splashes of colour and juicy boxes, inspirations continuing on into adulthood. Childhood dances are still kept alive. These stories do not end. I made book after book, comic after comic, raised on staplers and paper, stewed apples, not apple pads and smart stations and fingerprint glass drugs and telephones injected full of doublethink to turn one into a wally. This madness and badness, internuts, idiot boxes, electro-nicotine. The world, don't it confuse you? Enough material here forever. It just keeps coming and coming. An abundance of goons. Crisis after crisis. Agendas, banks, cartels. Dystopic election fear. Generations human idiots. Jokers, killers, liars. Many sights a blot on the landscape. Dreams, nightmares. In my dreams I create ephemeral artworks. Perhaps we live inside a dream. If we awaken, shall we hit the snooze button? Sometimes this dream is good, other parts nightmare. Nightmares with walls, and you can't find the doors. Sometimes it is good to break out of our zones of comfort, gain different perspectives. The woods will always be more pretty than a city, but sometimes it makes a nice change to alter the images on the projector. Tall structures scraping the sky. Rectangular tall mirrors with stories. Each story has its own stories. Across the pond, a nation divided. Division is good, good for the upper hand. They divide and rule and decide to be cruel. The divided turn on programs programmed to turn them off. I leave this land. It's rubbish on the other end of the pond too. Yes, we have computers here too. Well, what are we to do about this insanity? Where did it all go wrong? When most stopped living amongst the wood? We could have it all. Forests of food, if we really wanted. And enough water for everyone. Tackling hunger and thirst should be what comes first. This would be steps in the right direction. Look at this creation we have. Look at this creation we have the privilege to be a part of. How lucky we are to have what we have. We have a lot. We're not a cold, distant, dusty moon. We live on a colourful world. There is much dancing to do. But let's not dance too close to danger. The world has many waves, going up, going down, up, down, up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Handa Island in Scotland, the island of the birds. The birds have got it made here, homes upon cliff faces like naturally formed high-rise flats. Some birds do not want us on their island. Rats swim to the island from the mainland, endangering birds like the puffin by eating their eggs. It makes me think. It was swell for the dodo until a certain mammal showed up. I returned back to the land. Here I am, returning. What did I learn? I learned about puffins and Hitchcockian birds. Hello, good evening. Get off our island, you psychos. Back on the land, the seagulls earn the retitling of steel goals. Nasty pasty pinchers and pinchers of pies. Magpies pinch the sheep eyes, bullies to woolies. Cuckoos dump their offspring in other birds' nests. Human beings pinching from one another, making each other blind, bullying, abandoning children, getting in a flap, flying all over the world. Time to slow down. It's good to stop. Stop and smell the roses. Happiness, dance, visual delights, up all night. Who cares about the clock? Nobody watches the watch. Get out of your shell. Stop sitting down. This ride is short. Get up and dance. We are here. We are alive. Do not forget. This ball spinning through space. What a ride. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Sometimes it's okay to venture down those rabbit holes as long as you resurface. My ride takes me in and out, in and out, in and out. Some water takes a ride down into a hole. Some remains in the hole for a long time. Some escapes and returns back into the sky. Who is behind the curtain? We keep asking. It is me behind my own curtain. This is my ride. I want to go where I please. Up in the trees. My online stream is on a different line to the internet of webs. What are nets and webs but traps? Life, it is a dance. Release yourself. Be different for a change. Life rocks. Look up, but also look down. The world is full of marvels. Enjoy it while you can. But let's not mess it up.